for those of us that acquire a new project, you like impact players. I have a project and I need to build the workforce now. Those skilled workers are not in place. We have a giant vacuum. It's like in the construction industry, we've skipped a generation. The generation has chosen not to seek construction as a career path. And so we are trying to make that up. I think that's contributed. One, we've not done a really good job messaging that we have a career choice and not just a job choice. And the other is there's an institutional bias in the country's education system that views construction and the careers in the trades as a career or job of last choice. And we've got to break that. I wish we could work a little more on the collaborative front. Contractors are all tackling this from their own perspective, and it's a unique problem to each and every company because each company utilizes a certain set of trades. Okay, a building contractor may use concrete finishing, maybe a highway guy, bridge builder. I got crane operators, I've got bulldozer operators, which you might not see over in the other. So it's the skills that we need are unique to market, unique to the type. Even in highway work, you see such a disparity in the types of work from those that perform maintenance to those that are major urban reconstruction and the skill sets needed. We're a major urban interstate reconstruction specialist. The tougher, the meaner, the better we like it. And so we thrive on having extremely high skilled people, and we have found that it looks like we just got to grow them ourselves. That is the one answer. But I said there's a value and a virtue into that because I don't have to unteach them bad habits, and then I can teach them the way we want things done and to the standards that we like seeing things done. You've got to be patient because it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. It's not going to be for everyone. Some people need to be lawyers and go to a 4-year institution, go to law school. That's fine. It's not for everybody. But what we can't have is the system telling everybody, if you don't go to college, you're a failure. That's wrong. That's injustice to these young people. It is a key underlying problem about our societal issues. Why are we dropping kids out in high school? I have talked to inner city elected folks in Houston. It's terrible, the dropout rate. We're talking about the kids that graduate from high school. We lose half the kids before they get to graduation. America is wasting resources. Let's give these kids another. They quit because they know they don't like school. But their leaders in the school system are telling me, if you don't like school and don't go to college, you're going to fail. So if I'm a failure, I quit. That's wrong. We need these. They can be valuable parts of something. And I think the reason this is gaining traction is this is spread to other industries. You're seeing it now, finally, in the petrochem, the refineries, and all the other trades. We can't afford to skip that generation, and we've got to train. And the way we've approached this is we've just developed information that shows 80% of my project managers at Williams Brothers do not have college degrees. They're all from the trades. And they make the most effective leaders because they're directing people to do work that they have done themselves. And inherently, they're saying, you're not telling me to do something that I haven't done, you haven't done yourself. And so it makes a powerful, powerful leader, and they're getting paid like they were college graduates. It's been an emotional experience for me to see some of the supervision within my company sit down and talk about what working for Williams Brothers meant to them, to see these big burly fellows and tears start running down their face. You said, you're doing something right. And I said, how do we make the next generation see that and feel that? They deserve a piece of that as well. I think the greatest thing where the federal highways, USDOT, or whatever any other agency, is the power of the voice of government and message. And I think that when I speak, I'm private sector business and I'm interested in the bottom line. I mean, there's some latent biases that we all battle in when we're trying to create message. FHWA has a great advantage. The agencies are struggling to hire people. It's because I think that entire messaging, and we've allowed the system to exclude our occupation as a career path for people. And I think we need to shatter that perception and bring that back to the forefront, because there isn't anything more rewarding to be able to go out there and see, I've done something. You point to that, my daughter when she was little, you know, it's you built that? Yeah, isn't it pretty cool? And look how many people it's helped every day get to and from school or home or work, you know. And you positively affected people's lives. You can't do that sitting in a cubicle somewhere too easy. When you see the built environment that we're able to be a part of to help society, it's a powerful, powerful thing. And because if we're hiring a kid that doesn't have a skill, they're going to be at entry level. If I can tell you, I've seen kids with that right attitude, desire. There isn't any barriers. The barriers within themselves. They can grow as quickly as their talents will let them grow, and we welcome that.